Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you. This will be my last video before the new year. And the whole purpose of this video is to convince you to start your financial freedom journey today, to start investing, right? So, a few years ago, we got an opportunity with a stimulus check to start investing. Like I say, we got out of college over $300,000 in debt, and that caused me to have huge payments. So say you're making a $60,000 a year salary, and half of your salary is going to student loans. That's basically what I was doing, and you realize that something like that's not sustainable, right? Like you can't work for half your money to pay student loans. And that wasn't even paying the student loans down, that was just paying the interest on the student loans, right? So that's when I figured out that financial education was very important, right? Like found out too late, right? I didn't know anything about financial education. All I really knew is that we needed to go to college to find a better way, right? And obviously, with the job that I have, it's a lot better than working construction, right? May not make as some of the construction workers may make more money, especially people on oil rigs and stuff like that. But I'm not having to physically, for the most part, exert myself and destroy my body the way you have to do without a college education, right? So just because they say, oh, college education is bad, it might be overpriced, but it's not bad, right? But it's definitely overpriced. But besides that, so being in that debt caused me to learn about financial literacy, right? About what they don't teach you in school, right? And, so basically, been started on this financial freedom journey. And, the point of this video is really to convince you to start your financial freedom journey. Are you someone that hates getting up and going to work? Are you hating the people that you have to work with? Those are two main pain points for most of the people for financial freedom, is that, they really just hate work, right? Because most people don't work their dream job. Most people work the job that they are able to acquire, right? Like I say, I never imagined that I would work in wastewater, right? Testing water and wastewater, right? As a chemist. That wasn't even on my radar. I was like, oh, we'll go work for DuPont, or we'll go work for, a big pharmaceutical company and make cool drugs and save the world and, that kind of thing. Those were the dream jobs. Well, in 2008, all those jobs went away. They went to other countries. And, regular person just couldn't get those jobs. You were competing with people that had 10 to 20 years of experience, trying to get those jobs. So we didn't get them, right? And so we kept going to school and, but now we understand financial literacy and we understand how to get out of this kind of stuff. And we understand, what financial freedom means and what it takes to get there, right? And people think it's going to be some crazy obscure or insane mindset to get there. It's really not, right? It's really just a small tweak in what you're doing, and figuring out what you can invest and what you can't, right? Most people in America live paycheck to paycheck. Well, if they automatically gave you a tax, $100 tax every paycheck, you would have to pay it and still live paycheck to paycheck. So basically that's all you're going to do to yourself. That's really the secret, is, to invest anyway, right? And, so that's what I've been doing. And in a short time have amassed a large amount of money you know, and I come from somewhere where, you know, if you have $20 in your pocket, well, you have a lot of money, right? So like, if you're eating that day, if the lights are cut on, or, you know, the water's not shut off, you know, if you don't owe somebody across the street $100, or, you know, because you needed to turn the lights back on, or whatever, you know, the church was generous to you that month and you were able to, you know, do something, like, that's the kind of background I come from, right? And like I say, and it's not the fault of my parents, because my parents are both very hard workers, right? They work really hard. It's just the boat that they're rowing was very small, right? So that's something that you learn through Financial Freedom Journey, is that the boat you're rowing matters, right? So if you're rowing a cruise ship, you can work just as hard. It's the same amount of work to row the cruise ship, right? Or to start the engine of the cruise ship as it is to start the engine of a bass boat, right? Like, it's the same thing. But you get a lot further on a cruise ship, and the bass boat's going to sink, you know, the first time you have waves, right? So it's just the little things that you can change that can put you on a path to financial freedom, you know, and you could even get on the millionaire fast lane and sell some sort of product and get there really fast, right? As a side hustle, you know, and that's what I do with Ensorsale.com. You know, I sell t-shirts. I have a brand called Ensorsale, and it's about rising up from humble beginnings. It's about changing your mindset, changing your life. It's about inspirational quotes, you know, wearing your inspiration, what inspires you, right? So if you leave me in the comments down below what inspires you, I will make you that t-shirt, right? I will make you that quote or whatever it is on a t-shirt. And that's what Ensorsale's about, because we want to inspire the world, right, to change. And they're little changes, right? It's nothing, like, and, you know, like I say, you know, on 12/10, you know, a man that I work with just turned 63 years old, right? He hadn't been with the company for 30 years or anything. You know, he'd only been there for 7 years, but 63 years old, and got belittled to the point that he quit, right? That they made him quit. And the first thing I said was, this is why I'm on a financial freedom journey right here, because any day your boss can come in. You know, I have a good boss. My boss is, luckily I have a very good boss, but any day your boss could come in and just, you know, that's your last day. And they can replace you. You know, replacing people with robots is coming soon too, right? Amazon's already saying, oh, we can put robots out here for $3 an hour. Well, you think humans can, you know, should they do a minimum wage for robots? Well, you have to pay $7.50 an hour so that humans can compete. You know, that stuff's coming, right? And we got to be financially free before that stuff happens. You know, because if you're not, then, you know, you're gonna have to find another career, right? Number one, if there is career left, right? So keep that in mind. Start your financial freedom journey today. Right? Comment down below ready. I will send you something to help you get started, right? Obviously follow the video, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, you know, like the video, share it with somebody that needs it. Let's get you started on this financial freedom journey today, right? It's not something that's difficult. It's very easy. And it doesn't matter, you know, how much you have left over at the end of the month. You know, we can get you started. Like I say, I started just buying silver, right? So silver was $30. And, you know, if a crackhead could come up with money for crack, you can come up with a little money to be financially free. So keep that in mind. I'm Nate. I'm the FitfutureMD. I help you get financially free, help you start your journey. And that's what my goal is. That's, I want you to be financially free. So we'll see you in the next one. In the year 2025, let's become financially free. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.